Check it out. Check it out.
Yo. Hey, let me know if my voice is robotic or anything like that. My computer is doing computer things that while you were listening. But I think we good. Should be good. Should be all right. Here, let's see. What's up, Rolandos? What up, Mind Body Crypto? What's up, Willow? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream as such. Users may experience buffering. What the hell? I did have my DJ program open, but I just closed it. So just let me know if it's coming in robotic. You're glitching the matrix. Actually, today is a matrix glitch. In general, it's 4224. So it's all of the same and all of the knots. Whoa, someone's giving me a phone call. Not too sure who this is, but I'm so sorry I can't answer. Just started this stream. Please hit me in a little bit. Damn, okay, I'm not here. Let's talk about it. Wah, 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 wah. What's up, y'all? 38 zeros. Yo, anybody know about this coin here? I need to do some research on it right now. My computer was tripping out when I was trying to figure it out. But I got these things in my wallet, and I don't know what's going on. It might be a honeypot, though, or like one of those. This token has been spammed by many users. Please. Okay. Yeah, I ain't fucking with this. Yeah. See, this is how they get you. So somebody blew up my wallet with a bunch of stupid coins. And sometimes you'll see this, like these stupid coins in your wallet. And then you'll be like, oh, I've got $2,000 just like sitting, over here. Let me go touch this shit. And then you go, and as soon as you sell the coins, you open up a channel for the bad actors to enter your wallet. So this is your boy Crypto Bro. I'm a little seasoned here. Yes, I will proceed with the risk. But yeah, so like if you ever see anything like this, especially on Binance Chain, do not fucking sell the coins, even though it may say you got a shit ton. It ain't worth it. It even says fake phishing in the motherfucking contract. That's crazy. But yeah, that's something I saw today. So watch out. BNB hard pass. Facts. Wait, we live? What up, Tekken? Yeah, we are. I'm just hiding. What's up, y'all? This your boy Crypto Bruh, aka Mo World Pizza DJ / producer. Like I was saying, it is Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. And today, Bitcoin saw a significant amount of selling yesterday. We're unfazed though, because who cares, to be honest. Price is becoming irrelevant because some think crypto is in a bubble, but if you're in the crypto industry, like myself, then you know that the bubble is the industry, and the industry is booming. It is thriving. It is a good time for all, and I think this is just a dip, right? If Bitcoin was going to be over, then we would be seeing really, really low prices. Like it would be really low, right? But it caught a floor. It's still being traded. And I would say, as someone who hates a Bitcoin, you don't want to see these green candles. You want to see despair. You want to see pain on the chart. But when people see opportunity, it just changes the vibe. And again, will continue to say this feels like 2016. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised to see this pattern. And again, we could drop all the way down to 56,000, and we would still be in an uptrend. We can go down to 43, and we still up here. Now there is a magic number of $36,000 Bitcoin, but I think it'd be very ignorant of me to predict a low of 36,000. That just is that with the way the world is working. The fuck, man, world is trash. Right, like everything is trash. It's time for something new, right? And that's why you see Elon like shooting rockets in the sky, and that's why medicine and biohacking is still a hot topic. That's why electricity and recycling energy is still a hot topic. There are some things that are brewing. I just think the current infrastructure of today is just postponing these awesome ideas that are brewing in the background. I mean, one of those being X1 chain, right? Like, okay, I see what's happening here. There we go. Let's turn up that mic a little bit. So like X1 chain in the Zen world, we're slowly waiting for that. And we've already gotten clear indication that we're moving testnet. So, oh shit. I don't know if you saw this. Let me put this coffee cup somewhere. I'm not gonna knock it over. But like, it's not up here. You know who posted it though? Zenpub. Zenpub. Shout out to Yosef. But yeah, Jack had said this a couple days ago. So he said, we plan a scheduled decommission of both DevNet and testnet networks. Now, they said this before. They said this almost a year ago. Or like not a year ago, but like sometime in the past 7 to 8 months, I remember Jack Levin talking about a decommission of, testnets. And typically when a major software is being rolled out, this is what is supposed to happen. Like, there's supposed to be a development network, and then there's supposed to be like, well, in this case we had a fastnet, so we had a development network, and then we had my long ass finger. And then we had a fastnet that just showed faster blocks using the Phantom fork. So DevNet was Polygon fork, fastnet was Phantom fork, and now they're going to decommission both of those, and then they're just going to release a test network from scratch to practice the mainnet launch. So right now, everybody in the validator group is trying to be part of the first 20 validators, but you're going to need a banging ass network because they've been doing research on the network so far. So they know what is proper, and I'm sure they're going to choose nodes that are heavy duty. They're, if you're just like me with a super laptop, you're not really running an enterprise grade node, 64 gigabytes of RAM, 24 cores, 32 core CPU vibes, what I'm saying? That's kind of enterprise grade. But if you're like 10 cores, 40 gigs, like myself, I'm not expecting to be maybe in the top 20. Maybe I will be, but if not, I understand, but when mainnet goes live, I'm still going to keep up my node and, keep it around for as long as I can before it's disrupting the network, because the network is way better than my node, right? And I need to create a new node if I want to continue helping support X1 chain. But yeah, we got this information on the 30th. So we know that we're slowly getting to the X1. We know that that's a thing. And again, I'm glad that it's taking the journey it's taking, because like I was saying a week ago, we are still in an L1 debate. Like that's the real debate of crypto. That's where the money really is going to be made. It's not going to be made in tokens. It's not going to be made in inscriptions and everything else. It's going to be layer one. Even in Bitcoin inscription world, you have a layer one conversation actually happening right now. And I think it's important that even on Bitcoin, people talk about the realness, which is Bitcoin slow as fuck. So you all are moving to layer one. So or layer twos. So support to the layer one is the biggest conversation, right? Because the layer one is what we are securing. It's the thing that's made it the farthest, right? So to think you're going to redesign the layer one is blasphemy at this point to me. That's why I'm like X1 chain actually has a chance, because I don't know anything else on the market right now that is today's technology, right? That approach of quantum resistance with an amazing database. So you have fast transactions, or you just have fast call data. So it's kind of how I'm thinking of it now. Similar to the internet, which this is, right? Magic internet money. So it's kind of cool to see it, magically get some value. But yeah, Bitcoin, I think it's solid because it's a layer one. And the conversation currently is about securing it and its integrity going forward. So this is an amazing dip, as again, it can change the mind share back to the education of why do I want to secure Bitcoin? Why do I want to secure Ethereum? Right? Why do I want to secure Solana? Right? That's what these dips really help bring to light, because when it's going up, you can't educate people about why, it's here, right? Why is it hitting this resistance, right? And that's just simple things. This is the one thing I hate about crypto or about anything is just like levels. Like I hate that it just can't go crazy, right? But there's levels to this shit, and if you stay in it long enough, you'll be able to see, those ridiculous gains, just like anyone who bought Solana at $20 and now it's at 180 and they're just like whatever about it, right? And Zen, again, XEN XEN is living the L1 narrative life right now, where people will rather sit in the product than actually sell, right? Then just get rid of the coin. That's the shit coin market world. That's the meme coins, and meme coins, right? All my Solana memes went to shit, bro. But luckily I got the fuck out, so we good. But yeah, a lot of them, like the homies mixtape, Retardio, it obviously got wiped out. But I jumped out before before it dipped under here. I got out way up here, back here somewhere. And then the same with the Slurf smacked, right? So what do you learn from these things, bro? What do you learn? This thing's almost back to where I purchased it. That's pretty funny. That's where all the believers are. They're right here at 40 cents. So it needs to go 20% from the 40%. Or excuse me, 20% lower than 40 cents. That's how you know for a fact it's at its bottom. But yeah, knowing that this is like the life, right? You make a meme coin, it goes up and then it goes down. The end. Like, how do you break this cycle? This is why I'm into Zen, dude. Like, the only way to break these cycles is to start with a fair launch and meme the fairness first, and then you meme afterwards. I think the memes coming from the Zen world will be some of the best ones. I just don't think there's enough people in our community yet for it to be a thing. Like, I have a meme idea, but I'm like not bringing it to life yet. One, because it's just not time. Just like the X1, like it's just not time. There's not a lot of people around. It's just pretty much the homies. And I think that we still have a lot of time left before things will actually make a lot of sense for many people. So going back to this conversation here, yeah, all these coins are about to take a dump because we've been waiting for this. I don't think anything in crypto is going to be saved. I think it's all going to go down. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen, but we have 20 days before the halving. So since the halving is on the horizon, that doesn't mean that the coins just go up, right? Like they need to go through a pattern of discovery. So I also kind of thought like, man, it would be sick if Bitcoin keeps going up after the halving, but if not, it's fine. If Bitcoin goes back to 50,000 before it goes to 100,000, who fucking cares, right? You should have been buying Bitcoin back here when it was 28, 25. Like, do I think it's going to go back to 25,000? Hell no. Hell no. Hell to the nah. Also, there's so much Bitcoin that was lost in this era from people trying inscriptions. So a lot of people spent a lot of money on Satoshis now that are just like right now, no one knows how to reuse them. They just have inscriptions on top of them and they sit in your wallet somewhere else. So someone needs to now come and like reinvent how to reuse Satoshis that have been inscribed on. But for now, it's actually awesome because it locks away a lot of the Satoshis and it stops the sell pressure. So does like things like Bitmap, like are those getting ready to come back into, the conversation? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not in the Bitcoin world. But Bitmaps, I've just been hodling them. Actually, let's do some analysis on this real quick. What's up, y'all? What up, Lita? Welcome. What up, Cryptosaurus Rex? X1 equals 10 billion market cap in 2025. That's possible. I think it's going to be really big, though. After using all of these chains, like in my theses, people don't want a lot of things. They just want Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's my thesis on like crypto for the next fucking 100 years. Maybe after 100 years, people will care about other things. But like your claim to fame will be through the gates of Bitcoin and Ethereum for the next 100 years. Like that's how you're famous. Like, oh my God, you were a Bitcoin holder. It'll never be like maybe you'll get the Zen thing. That's why I think about it. I'm like, oh, Zen's like kind of cool. Like Zen's like, wow, you're a Zen holder. It's like swag to it in the future. Like, wow, you're like, wow, your family was smart enough to like jump on the Zen wave in the beginning. Like, it's like being hip to AT&T, in my opinion. Like, if your family was very hip to networking in the early 1920s, 1930s, bruh, fuck it. If your family was hip to networking in the 1800s and somehow, some way, you in 2024 still have the lineage of that connection, bruh, you are fucking lit right now. There ain't no way you in the slumps. If you've been in networking, if your family's been in networking since like 1800s, bro, because networking is the reality of human beings. Like without the network, the humans can't talk. And there's so many different types of networks, but the major network, right, the cable laying network, where you lay the cables, that's the AT&T, pack bells. You know what I'm saying? That's the Comcast of today's. That's why Starlink is actually pretty crazy, because it's like, why isn't anybody going up against Elon? It's just like they given him the opportunity to do to be the guy that makes Starlink, to be the guy that makes like electric shit. I don't know. Maybe he is the millennium man of this era. But again, that's why I'm talking about this shit, because Bitcoin is all that matters. Everything else is just a spinoff of Bitcoin. So its success will only be based on Bitcoin. So I've been trying to figure out who is going to save Bitmaps. It needs a savior. It needs something to save it, because it's not like Zen. See, the funnest part about Zen is it's our own little world. So we have 12 chains to just go and have fun on. It doesn't matter what's going on. If there's some supply shock going on one of these chains, if Zenians show up, they can make some noise and antagonize some users from a different portal to interact with the Zen coin, right? So I think that's pretty unique, and that's what I would question for bitmaps is how do they merge into other communities? Like how does this find new people once it is so fair that anyone can champion it and bring it to the light? So it's been fun with the bitmaps. I'm still hodling, you feel me? But I am super curious to what's going to happen next. What I do see, though, is that we still have a lot of sales going on of like legacy ones, which is below a shit ton of transactions, right? If it doesn't have a ton of transactions on it, it's still selling. And that's what I was talking about before. Like if you have a single, if you have a 2, if you have 8 or 12, you know, people are still buying those, which gives me hope that like there's some other community out there that sees the value and they're going to spark the fire and they're going to like cause the fucking blaze, right? Like that's where I'm at with the bitmaps. It's so fair that any moment in time, someone could just pick up the torch and run with it. And like, that's why I get in Bitcoin. I'm trying to stay as super transparent as that. That's kind of why I'm not really into the runes. One, I didn't get one. So then it was like, oh, okay. Like I played the Bitcoin game and didn't get like the ultimate airdrop, which means I played it wrong. Oh, nah. Now what it was I made multiple wallets. So I bought like multiple inscriptions, but never in one wallet did I buy 3. I played myself on that one, I guess. I have like so many 2 inscription wallets because I was buying like pairs. I was like, oh, I'll just buy like 2 NFTs that look the same because that's just like a cool way of selling 2 together if in the future you want to sell them. And like, yeah, that played me. But now I see they're building like their layer 2 and things like that. And I see it's getting spicy and a lot of people are starting to become interested. And there's a lot of things going on here that are awesome for research purposes. One of them is watching the hopium and the rune stones. It makes me think like, damn, were we this hopium driven in Zen world before it really worked? I mean, we were though. We were like super driven off of speculation and like what's the possibilities can be. Now we're in the future and luckily like everything's still around and like our speculation is kind of right. I mean, we have ZenPub, right? That like helps us speculate, gives us all these different parameters and stats to like think of like where could Zen be in the future and shit. So like that's what I'm looking for the rune stones. Now that I know like they've built this community right here, as long as they can keep this community that they've created based on layer 2, this should be really great. But this is again what I mean, like no reason to go open up Pandora's box because it's quantum, you know, it's gonna do its thing whether I'm there or not. I don't need to really pay attention to it. Now the quantum cats, bro, I want one of these so bad, but they're so expensive. These bitches are expensive. Now there's a argument in Bitcoin right now that's pretty deep, and it's got Eric Wall like on 10,000. What up, Crypto Cray? What up, Dank? What they do? Got Og in the house too. What's up, y'all? Hey, I'm gonna do that YouTube thing. Can you hit the like button, please? Hey, now this is for Og. This is funny how Eric Wall started talking shit about BitTensor and then BitTensor dropped. And if you've been following the stream, if you remember me talking about AI, because obviously X1 is in this conversation, so we've been having this conversation, but just to refresh it to show you, even the gigabrains are on the same side as Crypto Bro, that a lot of this shit is just meme. It's not like we haven't broken past the layer 1. We won't do it for like 100 years. Maybe I'm fucking dumb, but so far it doesn't look like it. It looks like Vitalik is dancing for the feds, and he is definitely going to ETF Ethereum, and then whatever proof of stake becomes declared in America is what we'll be dealing with. And that's why yeah, I don't know what's going to happen next. There's just going to be a world that I just have no clue. I have no crystal ball to tell you what the legal, or the legalities of a proof of stake network look like and shit like that. But it does look like Ethereum is working their ass off to figure that out. Now, and that's why, too, it's so funny watching Gigabrains talk about, like, the meme and then the price reflect. And this is something I'm starting to think in my head, like, we are really at a glass ceiling in crypto. Like, our industry is, like, very bad. We need a new social media platform that's not X. We need something that's more cryptic. I heard about Warp Cast. Have you guys heard about this? I've heard about this from a lot of Ethereum heads. Warpcast. Y'all fuck with this? There's going to be hundreds of these projects. I know some pumps, but most are dumps. I'm ignoring 99% of them unless there's some tech behind worth looking into. What's up, Yosef? Thanks again. That's Yosef, my dude, Zenpub creator. But yeah, that's like my thing right now is it's really hard to get into other projects outside of the Zen world because the more analyzation I do on the actual Bitcoin and Ethereum, the layer one just always comes back. Like, what are we solving on that layer? Right? And it's even like the Solana thing. It's just like, what are we solving? Phantom has one of the sickest blockchains out, but there's just not enough attention on that part. And my question to reality is, when does that integration come together? Like, when is that, WEN integration crypto? Like, when does that happen? Where it's not just a bunch of crypto users on Twitter bickering about our philosophies and, our this is and our that's. Maybe soon though. So I need to start using this app though, because I have a lot of friends that talk about this one, and I've never really used it. And I think it's like a podcast website or something. I don't know. I think it's built on Base too. But yeah, so what I was trying to show though is there is a dispute in Bitcoin on the layer one topic. You have your guy, what do you have? Eric Wall right here. What was he saying 2 days ago? Unless he deleted it already. I don't think so. Whatever. He did a really, really long post about how people in Bitcoin are very focused on like how layer twos are rolled out, but it's being rolled out like normal, like it's nothing new, and it's not keeping the integrity of like the original layer one. And I'm kind of aligned with those principles right now. Like I hate all these projects that aren't aligned with layer ones. And then when I do find out about it, it's the fucking feds. And then I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why are crypto people not stopping this? Right? That's like cbXEN, like base. Like we get it now. People don't care that it's centralized. What they care about is where's the volume, right? So when the integrity comes back into the conversation, that's kind of why, again, I like cbXEN. It kind of taught me something that it's the conversation right now, right? Like we're talking about layer ones. So like all of the Zen coins are on layer ones until you get to Optimism and Base. Then those two are a little different because all of a sudden now I get ETH again. I get the same vibe I get on Ethereum, but with cheaper fees, and I'm still in ETH. Right? So it challenges my theory on why do I even need Binance? Like, what do they solve besides connecting the world? Which is awesome. But then it's like, do I even agree on their principles of connection? Right? And then it goes back to the same thing with Avalanche. It's like, oh, what are they solving? Oh, they're connecting the world as well. They're connecting Amazon to Amazon. Two Amazon servers talking back and forth, both of them selling fanny packs. That'll be it a day. But yeah, I mean, it's going to solve something in Amazon. Two fanny packs being sold back and forth. you know. Matic is the same thing, but Matic and Optimism have taught me. Optimism has taught me a lot. I won't lie. What Optimism has taught me is about the stack. So if you're not really familiar with like Optimism, let's see if we can go to their real Optimism site. Optimistic. How do I go to their real Optimism site? They gotta have it here. More. Give me more, please. Let's see. Where's the APIs? This is optimistic. All right, whatever. We just gotta go to the. We're just gonna have to Google it. Oops. Oh man, damn it! I always do that. And what's crazy is that these are hella funny now because it's like people, I'll see them on the internet like talking about like, oh, I can't do a layer 2 because it takes 7 days to go in between the base layer or the real layer and the layer 2. And like I'm at a point now where I'm like, dude, are you stupid? Like you don't have to use the actual Optimism bridge. Like enough people have bridged ETH over that there's so much liquidity nowadays that you actually don't have to use this bridge. But I feel it if you're like, I want the exact amount of Ethereum and I want it to be the same. Like I get it, bro. All right, for sure. Use 7 days because you got time to bridge. Right. But for me personally, bro, I'm just, where the fuck is the ETH on the L2 I want to get to? Actually, I was saying this earlier. Most of my bridging now is on Rainbow Wallet. So I'll use Rainbow Wallet to bridge between all chains it supports. I can even sell XEN straight into cbXEN on that wallet, and I pay just network fees. It's pretty sick. And again, I don't have to wait 7 days to get the base. But again, Optimism is a stack. So when you build with Optimism, really you want to build a chain. You don't want to build an app. I mean, you can build an app, but you're building an app for a community that doesn't exist. But it's a cool place to deploy, right? I mean, if you've got aspirations, you know, you can use Optimism to deploy, right? I mean, look at Zen deployed on Optimism. So, and then DBXEN and then Phoenix. So there's a reason to, but there's just, you need to know the reason. So majority of users that use Optimism come to deploy chains. And that's kind of why I mean, they're literally telling us, it's right in our face. Like either you're deploying a chain using ETH, or you're doing the Polygon where you're deploying a chain using Matic. Right, and then you're just going between who's got the best ZK rollup. Do I like Polygon ZK rollup or do I like Optimism ZK rollup? And again, this is why I'm digging Base, because Base is really trying to mimic Ethereum. They're not really trying to mimic anybody else. They're kind of hyped that things are in ETH, and I would say that's a win for them. As long if they don't make a base coin, which they said they have no plan to make a base coin. This keeps the native attention on the Ethereum, and it really does make Base a layer 2. Like it really does make it like a sub network for Ethereum based in ETH. So why wouldn't I go there and do all the same ETH things? And like, let's go to their website. Let's look at their website. There's just some analyzation I see here. The hell Og laughing at, bruh? Base in your face. Base. I hate, bro. I mean, what's kind of funny though is like, this is full circle for me. Like these motherfuckers literally stole my dream, bitches. It was kind of a dream working for Coinbase for like the little bit of time I worked there. Like imagine being in crypto like super hardcore and then like fucking landing the Coinbase shot, bro. That shit was epic. But you know what's funny is now that that's part of my story, and I seen that side of the wall, I would have been the feds. So like, maybe it's great they laid me off. I don't know. But now it's cool because now I can see it for what it is. It's just a business. It's nothing more. They're going to give you all of this emotional attachment, this quantum gravity, I like to say, that's going to emotionally attach you to like what is the brand of base. I mean, it obviously looks way better than optimism. Like optimism looks like your standard, what is it called? Flask wick. What the hell is the Python name for the website? Flask something. I think it's just called Flask. This is like a Flask site. And it's fine. Oh, they got careers. Let's see if they're hiring. And it's fine. But you see, Base is giving you more of a feel, right? That's what I'm saying. That quantum gravity, they bringing you in. They're making sure that you feel good, right? Making Ethereum accessible to everyone. And that's what I'm trying to say, bro. I feel like Base is going to do this. We are ETH. And Vitalik is going to approve it. And then we're all going to be pissed. Like, what the fuck? What happened to Ethereum? Like, why is everybody on Base? Right? And I'm not worried. Because again, I think it's actually pretty good for crypto. It's bad, but it's good, I guess. It's bad though. Like the inner anonymous pseudo like cypherpunk in me is saying this shit is horrible. But then like the honest evolution, adoption, like side of me feels like this is a good Trojan horse. Cause we gotta get something that's ours, that's in this reality, because the OP stack concept is only going to grow and intensify. Just like I was saying, you see, so we go to Base, you can see here, it literally says powered by optimism, and they're great. Like, so it's kind of funny, even in the Zen world, how we put these two things against each other, they're the same thing. So it's a good learning curve. Here's another fun learning curve. If you've been using the calculator on ZenPub, I'm not ZenPub, Zenmon. Here you can see the cost of production for all of the chains with one VMU. So we'll see right now, Base, it was at 0.1, but as soon as it gathers some attention, it goes to 0.4, or it goes up, like gas goes up. Same in Optimism, but Optimism seems to have a better stability idea. Base has been fluctuating. So I was curious to like why this is happening, and I actually did some research on it. So on my X account, where we at with it? Because I'm doing some research right now, okay? Like, I don't want to get played. So that's why I've been watching the cbXEN and watching the mannerisms and the behaviors. And I've been so confident in the last 2 weeks, and I'm still pretty confident that the Xenians can take this one for a fucking ride. But it needs more than just me and like 10 people buying it. And I'm not trying to tell you to buy cbXEN. I'm just saying, why is everyone so scared of it? Like, people be scared as fuck of Zen, bro. It's like, why are you so scared of Zen? Like, oh, it broke your heart one time. Like, wow. Like, get over it. Stop being scared. All right, because now what we need is burners. So what we're seeing is this is what's happening. Lot of fucking shit went off. Base gas fees went up, and it caused people not able, like no one could mint. I keep talking about this every day because I need everyone to understand this. No one could fucking mint. Since no one can mint, supply shock has happened. Now G rank is shooting through the roof. Mentors are shooting through the roof because we're bringing attention to it. Like, if no one was talking about it, nobody would give a fuck about it, right? So now we have to do a case study on why do people care about this. And again, I am 100% sold. It's because it's in the ETH, and they can get to it fast. They don't have to go into an Avalanche. They don't have to go into a Polygon. They don't have to go into anything else. They can go straight into it. And there's a lot of things now, like I said, liquidity that supports Base ETH. So you can just do a chain swap and not have to wait 7 days for it to make your wrapped ETH. So they've sped up the process on this whole onboarding system into base, and now people are jumping in. So we're seeing an influx of activity, right? Liquid supply is going through the roof. Now this is a funny one because we actually saw people unstaking yesterday to sell the pump. There was multiple people who unstaked their Zen and sold it. So now that Zen is on the market. And what's crazy about that is I've been staking Zen. So I've been staking this motherfucking Zen. I just started staking. I got 2 stakes here. I'm using the XeNFTs. And this is what's so fun about this shit, bro. Like, you can't do this on ETH because the gas is too high. And then you want to do it on another chain, but there's nobody there. Like, I'm not trying to root for Avalanche. I'm definitely not trying to root for Phantom or fucking anything else, obviously. So I can root for base. I could actually root for this. This is fucking this is cool. This feels good. And now that I know this, I'm like, cool, I'll just keep staking it. I wonder how many people will follow me. Because if more users stake their cbXEN, it's gonna again send another wave of supply shock. And majority of these mints that are being made, we know that they cannot be profitable. The only way to be profitable, and most people are doing 220. So like right now, like let's say somebody wants to do, we'll do a calculator here. Let's say somebody wants to play a 10-day game in Zen on cbXEN, right? You're scared. You think like, oh my God, that's gonna dump. Well, let's see how much money someone would need to put behind minting successful. It's not really possible though. So right now, if you did 10 days with, I don't think this is correct. Oh, that is right. Oh, because there's a ton of people making it now. So right now, you'd be making around 87,000 or 87 million base Zen, right? And it costs you $5, and it's still 12 cents, right? So there's actually no way possible to manipulate the system right now. It's only people that have the Zen. So this is like an amazing opportunity for Zenians to buy the Zen and stake it, and then the price will just, you know, like everyone who's making new Zen and they sell it, they're essentially just feeding a pool of buyers. And that's something that's different. All the other Zens don't have that. They don't have any buyers because, again, why is someone on Moonbeam? Like the buying is so low. Actually, here we can see this here. And I mean, this is on you. Whatever you want to do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm just telling you, the cost of production makes cbXEN make a lot of sense. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it run away from everyone and do what ETHZen, what I wish ETHZen would do, which is move around. But ETHZen won't move until X1 chain because it's the eye candy. It's like, oh, this is the one that you need for X1 chain. So up until X1 chain, Zen on ETH will always be like supreme. But I'm telling you, once you make some Zen on cbXEN, you might make some more. And some more. And some more. And some more. It's actually pretty chill. Here, let's make something here. Let's refresh this real quick. You pull out the handy dandy wallet. Damn, this shit is still moving. Nah, fam. This gotta be broken. This says 7 minutes. That ain't true. But this says done. Maybe it is done. Maybe I'm tripping. Let's see. Weird. I don't know, man. Oh, I need to execute more gas. Understood. I was trying to send some Moonbeam to base a little bit. All my Moonbeam mints that are coming out right now have been in profit. Crazy. Who would have ever thought? Moonbeam. Huh. That's why I'm like, I'm over. I'm gonna skip that ad. Fuck that ad. I'm over in Moonbeam world and I just don't feel like you know, I just don't feel like people care about it. Switch networks. You know what I mean? Like it's like in crypto, everybody's got like a book club, you know, and people got these book clubs, and just to me, it just feels like it's just like, what the fuck are we doing here? What are we reading about? Like, what does this even matter? You know? So I'm trying to stay as true as possible. I think the best way to stay vanilla in crypto is to stay layer one. And if you stay layer one, you understand why prices are moving the way they're moving. Like right now, they tanking the shit out of Ethereum. Oh my God. But it's like you can't do anything, because are you gonna buy up the chart? Like, what are you gonna do to stop this, bro? Right? That the only way you're gonna stop anything is cbXEN. Like, you want to take back control, get into the Fairest launched crypto on Base, right, with a blockchain attached to it and an amazing community, with supply shock in current reality. It is currently happening. We have 200 days before the possibility of new supply that can fuck up the chart, right? And that's to say that, like, people remember it. A lot of people have fucked off Base because it costs no money to make their mints, and now only those that are paying attention to the Zen world are coming to claim them. And again, I think that's actually really good for Zen on Base, because if people are forgetting it because it's so cheap, you know, it's gonna a lot of supply will go into penalties, and again, it'll just be cbXEN. So I don't know. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir. Polkadot and everything associated. What the fuck? What the fuck is what is this word here? Geometrics. This is, I don't have enough gas. Can I pay some more gas? Like, what can I do here? It says executing. What are we executing? I need my coins. Damn, I done fucked up. I should have waited till there was more. I knew. See, I never try to send $5 through a bridge. That's such a broke boy action. Even for testing purposes. Don't even do it. Damn it. I knew I should have not done this. Why is it stuck? Let me figure this out. We're going to figure that out in a second. That sucks. But let's see how much it is to create an Apex. So I'm that's all I'm doing. If I'm gonna create any Zen right now, it's got to be an Apex. Last warning call for Zen meme. Serious Furious. What's the Zen memes? Last warning call for calling Zen a meme. Oh, I get you. I get you. Nah, man, Zen is a meme, bro. All of crypto's a meme. Oh, this isn't bad. $2. I'll do it. Because another thing too that's crazy about the Zen world that no one talks about is the Apex. I mean, not the Apex, the AMP. So even though, like, you could do everything in your power to try to stop the Zen thing, the AMP will always go down. So like right now, in a day's worth of a max mint. Oh, so that was wrong. Yeah, that was wrong. Okay, yeah. So it had put an extra 3 there. Okay, cool. So now we got the right thing. So 7 million. That sounds about right. One VMU or one Zentarion at 145 VMUs grosses you 7.3 million Zen in a 24-hour period, right? So theoretically, if the burn matches, or how do you say this? If the supply just is being deleted, then it should catch up to the AMP going down. So the AMP goes down every day, right? This whole AMP thing. That's the whole reason we like P.o.P Zen, because it's at 101 amp. So this amp is going down every day, which means that there's less Zen every day. And if ETH is going up in price and gas is going up in price, then theoretically at some point in time, it's all going to click on every chain though. The thing is I just think on some chains, like a base chain, it's going to happen faster. That's what I'm really looking for. I'm looking for the chain that gives us the ETH effect before ETH happens. Right? Because ETH, again, everyone's standing still. They're all holding their coins, twiddling their thumbs and shit. And I just think that's just taking too long. We take it too long over there. And base is doing things like this. So this right here is what I was talking about. So base, what they did yesterday was they increased their gas from 5 million gas a second. And last week, I guess it was at 3.5 milligas a second. So what I did was I typed in this XenGTP, like how did this help base fees? So it told me essentially this base just opened up their transaction block or their blocks to hold more transactions. So this blob concept, this EIP 4844 allows for L2s essentially to open up their blobs, or they're open up their like chain more and more for more transactions. Now, this doesn't really help with gas. This actually increases users, which is pretty cool because like it's like a throttle, right? Like it's almost like base has a gas throttle. And like right now, like that's why last night if you were on base, it was at 0.1, right? I think I had a mint yesterday. I did right when I noticed that this was a thing. Here, let me see. I think it should be here. Damn. Everything is stuck. Maybe base just got stuck. That just says pending. Curious. P. Diddler. Yo, what's up, Simple? What up, Tree City West? What's up, Wavy? The fees came down. Let the claiming begin. What's up, Mr. Drums? You afraid of base? You afraid base will end up like AVAX? Nah. The problem, that's what I'm saying. The problem with Avalanche that I learned going hard on Avalanche last year was that you have to pray that Emin, or that the community leads in the right direction. But like, it's too far away from the rock, in my opinion. Like Ethereum is being weaved into like everything. Like it's gonna be everywhere. So all these other subchains, they just look like that now. They just look like places for people to do other transactions in another community. So I think that's the problem with XEN, is it felt subjective to that. Like now it's a slave to the blockchain because the blockchain is all that it offers. Yeah, yesterday I was able to make this Apex for 314. Oh, I thought this had a lower gas. Maybe I'm tripping. Oh, I did a stake. Was it the stake? Oh yeah, so you see here late at night. This is what I'm saying though. So you see late at night, nobody was on base because base is a United States blockchain. So late at night, right? No one's there. And the gas was 0.006. And I was able to make a transaction for 3 cents. And then we wake up and now this shit's back to 0.4. So you see, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, base is only going to get busier. Like, I'm pretty sure that this is not the last phase of their rollout, and I'm thinking that what they're designing right now is an ecosystem so that this way they can bring users from Coinbase into this arena. And if that's the like formality of how they're trying to grow this layer 2, I think that might be the smartest way to roll out a mass adoption chain. I can't think of another way to do it. Binance had the opportunity if they would have done Binance chain with ETH, but instead they did it with BNB. Like no one did it. It's like everybody had the opportunity to do it, but no one did it. Maybe we didn't understand it. I mean, I didn't understand the layer 2 until right now. So maybe it's true. Maybe no one really comprehended it except like Optimism team and Arbitrum team and all the people for ZK rollups, all of that. Like that, they were the only people who really knew that this is what the game plan was, to offload mainnet to layer 2, right? To let Coinbase take over the mind share and bring everybody to base, right? And you can read this too. If you go to my X account, I posted this and the whole breakdown of like how basically they rose just the gas to, or they open the parameters so more transactions can fit in a block, so it lowers gas. But as soon as more transactions are in the block, gas goes up again. So it's just a way to mitigate gas when there's no people on the chain, which is late at night. So don't be making a bunch of Zen stuff right now. Like you could just wait till it's late, make a whole bunch of mints, make your, do your claims. But that's why I think in the future, this will stay high. And Optimism kind of is, I think, the base. It has 0.6 in gas. It's kind of, I think, where base wants to get with users. Right now, there's not many users on base. Here, let's look at their activity, actually. Please execute this. Execute. I want my $6. DeFi Llama. Shout outs Dank for the Fizzive. Appreciate it, bro. You must be. I still need to go watch Making the Band. Man. People are still sleeping on the Apexes. Hell yeah, simple. Yo, people are sleeping on the Apexes so hard. You know what's kind of fire, though? Is to have a whole bunch of them. And that's what you can't do on Ethereum. And I think that's why we've been sleeping on them. Because on ETH, it takes a lot of money to make an Apex. But like on Base, it's $3. Like, yeah, fuck yeah. I'll burn 5,000 or 5 billion Zen and make the coolest XenFT possible. Like, this is the coolest one you can get. There's only so many of them. Like, why wouldn't you be doing it? I'm so surprised. Like, there's so many. Wish I got a Zunicorn, though. That's how you know I was sleeping. Fucking snoozing and losing, bruh. On all the chains with the Apexes. I usually come later anyways. I'm notorious for doing research for way too long and then stepping in when it's a fucking hurricane. Another thing too is that there's a lot of people who don't know about Zen World. So if you're making Apexes, you have a better product to sell in the future. Like when people really start to figure it out and maybe an influx of cooler kids come in and they're like, yo, we're looking for like the hottest shit y'all got. And it's like, oh, it's these Apexes, like, and if you're making them right now at the cheapest price and they don't care about you making it for $3, they're like, I'm trying to buy that for $50 because the Zen inside of it's worth way more, then you win. But you got to be there to get it. So Yosef has a really good dashboard here too. It's called the XenFT dashboard. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. I got an extra one if you need it. Let's trade. Ooh. Hey, I would actually trade you. What you want? You want two exotics for one Zuni? That sounds like a good trade. That's like the same thing, right? two exotics at max VMUs. There's only one that I did. I had 100. But yeah, max. I mean, and Coinbase is kind of cool. Or how do I say this? But like, I've been on all the chains, like every single chain I've tried. And to be honest, I don't know why Coinbase pulled me in so like aggressively. Like it's like been 2 weeks of me finally like giving these layer 2s a chance because of the whole upgrade, and the upgrade kind of feeling like a backfire. Like I don't really know what's going on here. I'm like, yo, ETH saw an upgrade, but gas is still high everywhere. It's like, is it just me, or did this upgrade just move people around? It didn't really do, and that's kind of what I'm thinking it was supposed to do, was just move you around. It wasn't supposed to change the network. It was just to move the user into a new idea. So like that's why I'm intrigued by Base, because it does. If I didn't have this hard move into this layer 2 reality, I would still be thinking Avalanche could be an answer for Ethereum, but it's not the facts. It's not the facts. Right? You would still be thinking like Binance is an answer for Ethereum, but that's not the facts. These are stacks. That's the facts. Yeah, that's the facts. These are stacks. They should be treated like pancakes. And your Zen, you should probably be minting it on a non-stack. Like Phantom is low-key a stack. Like they want you to, let's look at Phantom's website too. Oh, look at that. Work for Optimism and Base at the same time. Yeah, they got jobs. San Francisco, Oklahoma, remote, lead solution architect, consumer ecosystem lead on Base, senior. How the hell do they need seniors in crypto? That was, I mean, I don't know. That's the only surprising thing about crypto. Like, it's like they're trying to make crypto corporate, but it's only been around for 15 years. Like, what? How, Sway? How? Oh, yeah, right here. I already have it up. DeFi Llama. Woo. Yeah, so Base has 1.8 billion locked on the site now. Let's see Optimism. Optimism only has 965. Let's see what happens when we go to Phantom's website. I actually haven't been to the homepage in a while. So I'm going to see if it's trying to tell me to build with or build on top of. Thriving ecosystem, experience the difference, access a wealth of dApps. From Squid, this is my favorite bridge. Yeah, no, and Phantom's got the shits though. So that's what I mean. Phantom, you see this right here? Like, all right, let's compare these real fast, because this is actually a really good comparison. You have Base. Their homepage is mainly advertising to you builder-friendly Ethereum layer 2. So obviously there's 100% build with us because we're ETH L2. Right? They have Ethereum again right here. They have Ethereum again right here. Ethereum again right here. Got ETH on this motherfucker. Hella, they want to be Ethereum. And then you go to Base or Optimism, and for them, the first thing in your face is deploy your chain. That's why I'm like, oh, okay, this is not a layer 1 anything. This is a stack. This is a code. So in between the idea and the development is Optimism. And then Phantom, just from just looking at this in the very beginning, seeing the experience, the difference, and them showing 2 bridges, like that's where they're trying to tell you, like transaction costs low, access Phantom from anywhere in the world, earn rewards by locking your Phantom tokens. We all love that shit. But yeah, see, Phantom is all about bridging and sending. It's not about building just yet. But here, let's see developers. If I'm a dev. Is there a dev site or what? Get started. Okay, build the best dApp. All right. Yeah, so they want you to build on top of Phantom. That's good. Funding for developers. Maybe that's where Phantom falls off. That's actually pretty interesting. I would say like if Phantom advertised themselves more like Optimism, where it's about building with Phantom, this would be really good for them. That would be a really good pivot for their brand. I think Avalanche is that right now, right? Is it Ava Labs? It's like their homepage. Ava Labs. P.o.P AMP 101. When I thought the book of job was a job. Hey, the book of job is crazy. I love that line too. AVAX now second highest gas after ETH. Kind of. Technically XEN, because it has a multiplier of a 10x. It's similar to Avalanche. When it comes to burning. But yeah, Avalanche is still super expensive to make Zen. And yeah, I'm not gonna be making Zen over there anymore. It like doesn't make any sense. Like, I want to make Zen on a blockchain where Zen can live a life. That's why I'm into this whole cbXEN. I think Zen could live over there. Not necessarily take over the chain. Like, that's been our narrative on all these other chains. We just take them over. Like, that's cool, but like, yeah, how many lands do you want to conquer versus how many lands do you want to, you know, bring into the alliance? Right? We can bring base into the alliance, bring optimism into the alliance, bring Phantom into the alliance. Pulse Chain, I think, is in the alliance, even though, you know, some people are like, nah, fuck that. Let's see. Avalanche, build your way. Avalanche got the classic homepage. Like, it doesn't really tell you much. It's just a moving background graphic and then like people that look smart. Biggest community. Avalanche, they go, that's what they say. Biggest community. Look at the X1 though. Ours is trash. Have you guys ever looked at the X1 blockchain.net? This is why we're not pumping. Hey, somebody should spin up a better X1 website. Please. That's it. This is literally the Zen website though, but it's fine. It's a static whatever site. But yeah, I'm just trying to show that like a lot of these crypto concepts are just layer one talks and trying to get builders, and the users are in the background and we prop up the prices. And that's why I'd rather be on a blockchain where my risk is lower, because I'm just exposing myself to Ethereum rather than exposing myself to something else. And that's why Optimism is a great one too, because you're just exposing yourself to Ethereum. Everything else is just a bonus. But we're talking low key about Optimism. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Shh. Uh-oh. Zach XBT just reported U.S. governor moving their Silk Road Bitcoin to Coinbase. LOL, they have 2 billion in BTC to dump. Why? That sounds like some fear mongering right there. You know the worst part about this, like, this reality of we don't have any control? Like, we have zero control of if anything. Like, for real. cbXEN might be your only hope for control. All control has been lost. This might be it, because time is on our side. No one can possibly come from the future and fuck us right now. And no one can come from the past and fuck us right now. It's only a whole bunch of present actions and a price that's being discovered. And I hate that everything else is suffering because it's got so many goddamn eyes on it. Like ETH, I have a mint due right now that I can't get to. It's actually my biggest VMU. Not my biggest, but it's one of the biggest ones of the month. And yeah, Zen is unprofitable to mint at these levels. So I need a dip. If not, it's going into penalties. And that's fine with me, I guess. Tears on deck. But it is sad to see the Zen disappear. But I'm all right with it. I'm holding a lot of Zen that I've minted when the gas was really low. And I'm not going to sell it now because there's no reason to panic sell into this dump, right? The real bottom is back here. Where is it at? October. So this is it. This 2.9. And we're actually right in the middle of a scenario here because tomorrow today is one of the largest, I think, Zen mint days. And then I think tomorrow, 2 days from now, the 4th is the largest in the next 3 months. So I don't know what the hell is going on the whale level. I feel like there's a lot of deception happening on the chart right now. Even down to that comment, like even in the mainstream markets, if you're not hip, you're like living through deception. Okay, so it's the 7th. Yeah, the 7th we see 1 trillion Zen possibly come to the market. Right now we're seeing the lowest amount of Zen, and that's kind of why I think we're seeing a dump. We're seeing this dump because the peasants like myself would be getting the Zen right now. But since we are the ones that actually need the Zen, the price is dumping so that we go into penalties. Isn't that hilarious? There's no other reason for it. Like they could have dumped the price here. They could have dumped the price here. But instead they dumped it here when it's the lowest Zen coming onto the market. Isn't that fucking crazy? But oh yeah, we have this going on. We finally dipped below the 40 on the RSI. So we are in a dip. Now, I mean, it's free game to go even lower. But you know, I'm DCAing into Zen, not on ETH, but on cbXEN, you know. This is where I'm DCAing. Dump, yes. Dumping it into my wallet. Okay, it's over. I'm coming for you. I warned you. We got to get these memes up, man. Look at this. This is so ready. Dude, I got a stuck transaction. Hold on. I got to get this going. Rainbow Wallet's pretty cool because if you have a stuck transaction, you just clear something and then it's gone. You can continue your development. Developer settings. Clear pending transactions. Clear the pending transactions. Cool. But yeah, man, that's all I really got for today, bro. It's Tuesday. Don't nobody care about the way that we feel. I like how one podcaster once said, nobody cares about your first principles ideology. Don't nobody care about that shit. That's just a thing to get your vibe off the ground. Why can't I execute the gas? Can I at least get my money back? Or what is going on? But yeah, if you want to get your vibe off the ground, it's going to take a whole community. And I personally think in the Zen world, we can do it. Now, what we need to do, guys, is we have to buy the supply off of the DEX and stake it. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but it seems people need guidance on how to make it work. So the more people that buy cbXEN and stake it, the more supply comes off the market and the more price appreciation we can see, right? Because there's not that many XenFTs. So there's not that much Zen out there. There's a little bit of Zen, to be honest, out there in cbXEN world. There's not that much. Most of it has already been minted out because the gas was so low and nobody was paying attention to it. So what we can see here, like here, we'll go here. Like minting just started up again. But what we see is that, like, let's look at this one. 30 minutes ago. Show it to me. I see follower holder counts falling down too. That's awesome. So you see 220 days ago. We have everybody who did 220 because that's just like a weird number. Damn, they minted this at high ass gas. Damn, that was it. That was all they got. They didn't get no Zen. It must have been in a penalty. I noticed that too. There's a lot of people minting Zen even though it was in a penalty. Right? Like they're like, oh, whatever. I didn't get all of everything. And that's like where we are right now too. Inflation should be happening right now on cbXEN. So it should continue to see volatility because every day people should be getting Zen and trying to make a decision on what they're doing with it. So I think personally that this is the type of market you want. Like you want a volatile crypto market so that there's attention. And then also that attention drives people to put in LP and it drives, you know, transactions. So I think this attention is something we want. I don't think it's something we don't. And I don't really know how to articulate it to the community to be like, bruh, how much attention are you looking for right now? Like cbXEN is literally waiting for everyone to give it attention. Bro, I'm chilling my ass off right now. Chill. Launch a burn project. That's pretty much where I am. I was saying that earlier. I'm just going to, because the burning over there is super cheap. So why wouldn't you buy a bunch of cbXEN and just burn it all? Fuck it. Throw it in the furnace like trillions. But of course we would need to figure out where the value comes from. So give me a second to cook. But yeah, man, fuck that. We're going evil. We're going to have to go evil with this one. Force cbXEN into everybody's reality. But this is where I want y'all to check it out. So right now, there is 13,000 Apexes available when they're all minted out. On base right now, there is, I mean, all the Zunicorns are gone. There's 149 exotics, which are the second most rare. There is so many legendaries left. You can make a ton of those. Tons of everything below. But I would say the way it's probably going to go is going to be exotics, then legendaries, then epics, then rares. Similar to how like these other chains are doing the same thing. Like exotics are gone. Now people are starting to eat at these rares or these legendaries. And that just seems to be the trend. Wow. Wait, does Optimism really have one Zunicorn left? Is it because it's too expensive to get 10 billion Zen right now? Oh, no, it says sold out. It's like, damn, it's like that, damn. No, but it's like that. It's not like that. But yeah, this is probably the best way to mine them. We'll get base. Nah, they all gone. They gone. Why did you guys buy all of the rare animals? Let's see if Jack has said anything since I started my stream. Save us. You guys know today, I was today's year old when I finally understood the Cypherius Prime meme. like, okay, maybe I'm slow, but did anybody else catch it? Like, you have Optimus Prime and then Cypherius Prime, and then of course, like, this fool is dancing with the Transformers. And before he started going hard about the Transformer idea, he changed his name to Cypherius Prime, which is just a spin-off of Optimus Prime. Did y'all know that? Sometimes Jack be hella clever. I'm like, oh, that's pretty clever. Clever ass. But he's not giving us no spice, no dice right now. He's literally letting this shit die. But or not letting it die. I think what we're experiencing right now, here, I'll put the real Zen chart up. What we're really experiencing right now as a community is the birth of a completed experience. Like, this is what it feels like to be for the whole shebang. Like, after X1 is live, just the information I've retained from getting to that launch has been so crazy that, I mean, it does. I think it does take a Cypherius Prime meme to make a blockchain in 2024. I don't think anybody else is going to do it better than Jack Levin. I've seen tons of layer ones, and again, I think a lot of people are not building to change the outcome. Right now, we have no change in the outcome. Like, again, like the homie, that guy, what is his name? Zach, what's his name? XBT, whatever. Like we can't focus on the original crypto world. That shit is fried. All we can do now is build a new utopia. Right? And I'm not even trying to like tell you to join Zen. I'm just saying, like, I'm in Zen because of that. And so far it's treated me pretty well. And I can't be too harsh on it because I haven't had to do much. I just buy the coin, mine the coin, burn the coin, and I've seen so much education and crypto wealth from just those simple tasks that, like, I don't understand why people are still chasing, right? And now I'm like I said, like, I'm even reading marketing. Some people would see optimism and just see it as a green candle for OPs or OP, like their coin. Right? Some people would just see Phantom and just think of like, oh, how can it get green candle? Like, I am seeing it for how it is, bro. Like, this thing gets green candles because of investors, right? That's the bottom thing they have here. It literally says VC funding, like, on the side. Like, VC funding, like, please fund. We got motherfuckers fund your ass. You got a good idea, like, come through. And I hate this begging to build on experience. I think this is such a fucking simp way. And why, again, I say base, I think they got it. I think this is it. I think this is the blueprint. And I think X1 chain is not competing against base. And base is not competing against X1 chain. So I feel like this is the answer. Phantom is going against X1. And I think they should do what Optimism is doing, which is not going against X1. Optimism says build a chain to go against X1. But it's even up to the user to respect the integrity of how hard it is to build a chain. Even Coinbase knows, wow, going against Ethereum is not just an easy thing. It's probably better to go in parallel, right? But how many people are going to choose XEN and then sell you an L1 that they say is going to beat Ethereum, you know? And then how long until Phantom realizes, hey, maybe we should do what Optimism is doing and sell the stack, because X1 took the stack and made a totally better environment because they had a community, right? That's going to be the mindfuck of the Phantom world is, wow, X1 took the stack and made it better. Maybe we should sell it and let people, and, like, you know, let people work with us. But I mean, this is, I don't know. That's a big, you know, that's outside the scope. That's not the vision. The vision is Phantom is the best. But I think pivoting like Avalanche and doing blockchain for service is not a bad idea. But shill mine. Shill it. He's working with Razvin, I thought. 900 days is not off the charts, but it's enough to have a nut. Obviously, he knew the Transformers, but he didn't consider the AI Transformer twist. Damn, I didn't even catch the Transformer thing and the AI thing. Right? Isn't that crazy? That was my one thing I was like pondering on today, because Transformer technology is in the conversation of AI right now. That's the backbone. Like, if you're talking AI realistically, you're saying, what model are you designing? Like, what is the model? Like, what is the LLM? And the LLM is a transformer. So the tokenization of transformer is a cryptonic, or is a cryptic world. You know, it's very cipher based. This motherfucker. That's a smooth name though, to go with to tie in with the whole AI thing. Like, oh, and his name is Cypherius Prime. What a punk bitch. The haters are gonna be so mad. Xenobots assemble. Or reassemble. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Xenobots reassemble. I need to watch the Transformer movie again. It was kind of good. But yeah, we'll keep it a little shorter today. And we'll see what the world has in store for us. Hopefully the gas goes down. Hopefully they stop fear-mongering. Hopefully people catch on. I'm going to say it again. Go cbXEN. I think it's the best Zen. Shut up about optimism Zen. We need it to go lower in price. No, we need Zen. See, that's what I'm saying. Shh. We don't care if people don't know about optimism Zen. There's not a lot of it. And I would prefer for it to dump. Please stop holding up the act. It's a optimism Zen is a charade, guys. I'm gonna let you in. It's a charade. It's a charade. Look at, they held this little green candle for the longest time. They thought I was gonna go over there. See, I got some beef right now, I guess, with the optimism side. But you know what? We the same people. So I don't got beef with you, but we the same. And yeah, that was kind of mysterious that all of a sudden cbXEN started to dump and optimism Zen started to pump. My head was like, wait a second, what the fuck? But you can't. I'm different. Okay. I'm not going to sell my cbXEN and go to optimism because it's stable. Right? I'm basing my shit off of, I know you motherfuckers is playing mind games over there, so please dump it. All right? I'm not playing the mind game with you. Same over here in Zen. I'm not playing this fucking mind game. Just dump that shit. Damn it. This is elementary school game. Ooh, I've got the Zen. Ooh, I've got more Zen than you. Ooh, I'm gonna dump it. Like, shut the fuck up and just release the bag already. Gosh. It's like me right now. Like, I'm so tired of this shit. Just dump it already. Nah. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Hopium. that opium. That opium. But no, hey, if you're gonna keep it slow and steady, do you a champion. But hey, cbXEN to the moon. Peace.
Go.